Traders, welcome to part 3 of the 3-part video series. We're talking about top Forex questions. If you haven't checked out the previous videos, go and check them out now. Some more questions for the newbie currency trader. If you have any questions, please stick them in the comments below and I will get to them and I'll answer them in a future video. Any comments on these questions as well, always love to hear what you guys have got to say, good and bad. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do so if you haven't already. Okay. What affects the price of a currency pair, or what affects the price of Forex? Currency pairs are affected by the general perception of the country's economy, the interest rates, the political stability, the kind of debt it's got, all these loads of factors that you see, economic data coming out, the government or the central bank's perception or the kind of thing they're saying in terms of where they think interest rates are going, that will affect the value of the currency, how the manufacturing is performing, whether there's some sort of war potentially going on. All these external influences are going to affect the price of the currency. However, it all comes down to one thing, guys, and that is supply and demand. The same with anything in trading. You can have all of these influences. Yes, they do influence the price, but they ultimately only do one thing. They affect the supply or the demand of the currency. If the currency's interest rates are going higher, there's going to be more demand for it. Generally speaking, you would assume, because people are getting more money from holding that currency and the interest rate. If there's a political turmoil, then you may think, that might cause the country to struggle to pay back its debt obligations, maybe companies will struggle, maybe it's not going to be so valuable, the demand might drop off. However you perceive it, it all comes down to those two things, guys, supply and demand. And number 2, how do I manage risk when I'm trading Forex? Very, very simply, when you're trading with a reputable broker, you will be able to use what's called a stop loss order. In other words, when you take a trade, you'll be able to say to them, listen, when the trade goes down by a certain number of pips, or some cases you have to say a certain monetary value, $10, $100, $1,000, €100, 1,000, whatever it may be, take me out of the position. And because currencies trade 24/5, most of the time you need to look up and check for yourself how exactly stops work. I won't go into too much depth right now, but there are orders you can use that say, hey, listen, when the price goes against me, I want to get out of the position. I don't want to lose more than that. Or, okay, you need to have a guaranteed stop for that. But you're basically saying, get me out of the position. And honestly, guys, 99.9% of the time in currencies, if you're trading a small size, unless you're trading something unusual, like we have with the Swiss, you're going to be taken out of that position. So if the price goes against you, taken out, that's how you manage your risk. It's not open-ended risk. You can close at any time when it's open, of course, or you can have the broker take you out automatically based on your stop loss. Okay, the next question, what kind of strategy should I use? This is pretty open-ended. It's a good question because, where you start, I think you have to kind of look at it and say, well, you're kind of going to look at from a chart. If you're a short-term trader, you're probably going to be using technical analysis strategies based on the charts of the currency pair to make your decisions. Fundamental analysis will play a role, but not in the short term. It doesn't change so much for fundamentals. They tend to swing slowly. And unless you're taking a longer term position, you can't really use the fundamentals from that aspect to make your short term decisions. So your strategies are going to be based on charts. Now, what strategy you use is entirely up to you. You can be someone who likes to buy breakouts. In other words, momentum is moving the price in one direction. You want to get involved and move with that trade, with that momentum. Or you're one of these people who wants to wait until the momentum dies out and the currency pair might rock back a little bit. The price might come down a little bit for you. And so you're looking to what's called fade that momentum. Entirely up to you. Check out some of the videos on the channel. We'll talk about strategies and setups as well. Loads of cool stuff on here. Which brings me to the last one, which is a good one. Where can I find out more about Forex and currency trading? Well, I'm biased, but this channel is a great place to start because there's loads of stuff from me and other traders, some great trader interviews on here to check out. So really dig in, check out all the videos that are on these channels. That will find out you get loads of more information about currency trading. Other than that, obviously online, other videos out there. Little caveat I would say is just be careful you don't get too bombarded with so many different people telling you different things. There's no right or wrong way to look at it. There's no right or wrong strategy, generally speaking. So find out a little bit more, get yourself up to speed so that you know if you want to get involved in it or not. Obviously, do your own due diligence and check if the risk is compatible with your risk, all that kind of thing. If you haven't traded yet, and check out the disclaimer at the end of the video. However, you know, once you've done your research and decided what you want to do, and you've kind of got an idea of the strategy you want to employ, the broker you want to use, then you know you kind of use your own judgment and skill to navigate through the trading world. But definitely start out with some of the videos I've got on this channel. There's loads of information about currency, commodities, indices, trading, psychology, all that stuff in general. Which brings me to the end of the video, guys. If you've got any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I'll try and get to them and create a video about them in the future. Any comments on the video as well, comments about these questions, stick them below. Otherwise, see you soon. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.